Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing great. I'm just popping on here to do a little nail demonstration for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the application steps for wearing nail wraps, and then I'm also going to do some added accent nails using our ColourCure. So I'm going to show you kind of everything that you need and give you some tips along the way. So this is the wrap we're going to wear, well, I'm going to wear today. It is a really fun design. It's called This Way or That Way. It's one of our new designs. And let me kind of adjust my light. Maybe you can see the coloring a little bit better. It's super sparkly. And I am a sparkle girl, love my sparkles. And I have a lot of color variety with this one, and so I chose this because I can do a ton with it. I can wear different color lacquers, I can wear different colors of ColourCure gel, I can even use other wraps to kind of mix and match and make the mani my very own unique style. So I have been wearing ColourCure since July when it first came out, and my nails have never been so long. I was a nail biter before Jamberry, and wearing the wraps really helped to curb me from doing that. But once I added in ColourCure, I swear there's something magical in this formula because my nails have never been long like this. So they're strong, they don't bend in half like they used to. So whatever it is, it's amazing. So if you have short nails and you would like long nails, adding ColourCure might be a really great option for you as well. So we're gonna do ColourCure and we're gonna do this wrap here. So I'm gonna turn my camera down so that you can see me doing this step by step, and I'll show you what I'm going to be using. This is our mini heater, and you need the mini heater for your nail wraps because they are heat activated. This is the stand. It plugs in right here, and this button here turns it on and off. This is, let's see, I'm going to give you some pricing kind of while we go along. This is going to be $19 at retail. If you are a style VIP, let me see if I can grab that price for you. Let's see, I know I have it on here somewhere. Here it is. With the discount of style VIP, it's going to be $16.15. Okay, so this is vital. You need this so that you can get proper application, a good seal on your nails, and that good seal is going to help keep any water out of your nail wraps so you don't have any damage, and you're going to get that 2 full weeks of wear when you have a really good seal. And the other product we're going to be using, because we're doing ColourCure, which is a hybrid lacquer. It's basically a curable polish. The base coat, the top coat, and the color is all in this little bottle. You paint it on just like normal nail polish. You want to keep it off your cuticles and off your skin, and then you're going to cure it in a light. I'm going to show you our ColourCure light. It is amazing. This light is beautiful. This bottom part snaps off so that you can place it over top of your feet instead of sliding them in if you're doing a pedicure. It is motion activated, so you'll see when I stick my hand in, it turns on and off automatically, and it has different countdowns. So we're going to start with 99 seconds, and then we're going to finish with an extra 30 seconds to make sure we got a good strong cure on our nails. And it plugs in right here. Alright, so those are the different equipment things that you might need depending on what type of application you're looking to do. Now both of these products we're going to get 2 weeks wear, so 2 weeks out of the nail wraps, and about 7 to 10 days is what Jamberry says for the ColourCure, but I get over 2 weeks. So you'll just have to try it for yourself to see. But like I said, it's a hybrid lacquer. It's very similar to a gel, except that the removal is much more gentle. We don't need an acetone remover. You're going to soak for 3 minutes in nail polish remover or in our Jamberry lacquer wrap remover. And it basically just kind of bubbles up and you wipe it off. It's amazing. So I think that is part of the reason why my nails are growing so good is because it is non-harsh like some gels can be. So you're going to want to prep your nails first for either type of application, whether you're doing some ColourCure or gel or wraps. You're going to want to push back your cuticles. I'm going to use my little application kit right here. All this comes from Jamberry as well, so you can get everything you need in this little kit. But you're going to want to push your cuticles back, and you can use an orange stick or you can use a metal cuticle pusher like this, and you just go along your nail and just push up your cuticle, so that way you're removing anything that's going to keep the nail wraps or the lacquer or ColourCure, whatever you're using, from getting a good seal. Then you're going to want to go through your nails and you're going to want to clean them with either the Jamberry nail prep cleaner, or you can use an alcohol wipe, and that's what I'm using today. And the purpose of this is basically to dehydrate the nail, to remove any oils that are on there, so that way your nail wrap is sealing directly to your nail and not to oils and things like that. That's going to give you the longest wear. You also want to make sure that your hands are clean, so wash your hands first. Use a good soap like palm olive to help break up any oil. If you are applying on a teenager or a young girl, you might want to clean the nail one at a time before you apply. That way you're going to be doing, cleaning it, getting the oils off, applying it, cleaning it. That way you're not getting oils that replenish really fast on young girls, just due to all the hormones and things. Okay, so once you get your nails all prepped and ready to go, we're going to get our wraps going first. Alright, so on a sheet of nail wraps you have 2 strips. They're all the same size. Most people like to save these larger ones here for toes. You would just cut them down the center and then into smaller pieces. You can also use junior size wraps for your toes. And then I usually start here with this one on my pinky. So the first time you wear the wraps, take a little bit of extra time to check your sizing. And all you do, the backing is clear. So just take the wraps and lay it over top of your nail. And you want to make sure that you can see a little bit of skin, or I'm sorry, a little bit of nail all the way around the wrap. So it's always better to err on the side of going smaller than to get too large of a wrap. You can trim it down on the sides, but it's just easier to start with a smaller size. It's okay if you have a little bit of nail showing. Nobody's ever going to notice. Okay, so once you decide what size you're going to do, you're going to want to take some scissors and cut out your wrap. So I'm going to start with this one on my pinky. So what I'm going to do is every other finger, I'm going to do a let me adjust my lighting here. I'm going to do wrap, ColourCure, wrap, ColourCure, wrap. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out the one that I want for my pinky. And again, this design is called This Way or That. Okay, so you can cut out the whole strip. And this one strip is going to be for both of your pinkies. So that's why we say you can get 2 full manicures and 2 full pedicures, because we're only going to use one side for a full manicure, and we're going to have all this other side left for the next time. Okay, so once you have your strip here, what I like to do is just kind of gently put it in half like this, and then cut it in half. And then you're going to stick this other one here away until you're ready to do your pinky on the other finger. Alright, so the rounded side of the design is where it's going to meet up with your cuticle. So it's super important that you keep it off of your cuticle, again, keeping it on the nail. You're going to heat it up with your heater. Can you guys hear that? So that is on right now. It's pretty quiet, so you can watch TV and it's not going to bother anybody. If you're watching a movie doing your nails, that's what I do. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to want to separate it from the backing. You can kind of see that maybe. Alright, so there's a little backing, clear backing, and you're going to just separate it. I like to use an orange stick or like this cuticle pusher here. So you can see the back side this is a metallic design, so it's silver. And then you're going to take it and you're going to heat it just for a couple seconds. You'll start to see it. Did you see how that curled? Like that? That's when you know it's ready. So it's literally just a few seconds. Hey Amber is all you're going to need. Okay, so let me put this down so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I hold the end of my wrap because I'm going to be cutting off this area down here. So I don't have to worry about it, but you don't want to touch the part that's going to actually be touching your skin, because you want it to have a really good adhesion to the nail. So what I like to do is just line it up about where I want it. You can pull it off and readjust it if you need to. So you can see I don't have it attached to the nail except for just a tiny little bit. I just basically lined up my cuticle. Okay, and then what you're going to do is take your heater and just heat one side of the wrap. Okay, and then you're going to smooth it down the center and then to the side that you just warmed up. Okay, and then do the other side, heat it, smooth it down the center and to the side that you just heated. Okay, so if you can see how much of the wrap I still have left over, that's where I was holding it right there. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to trim off the extra, and then I like to let it cool down before I'm going to file it. So what we're going to do is we are going to do the other finger pinky. Okay, so remember this other little half that we had that we cut off from the strip is now going to go on this pinky. So one strip does both fingers. Okay, so go ahead and peel it off. Okay, we're going to heat it just till it kind of starts to curl, just a few seconds. Okay, there's that curl. We're going to pull off the end that we're going to cut, line it up to my cuticle, just kind of tap it on there. If it's not on there straight, it's okay. Just pull it off, adjust it, and you're good to go. Okay, so you can see it's not attached yet. Heat it on the one side and smooth it out. Heat it on the other side, smooth it out. We call this the 1, 2, 3 method. And I like to give it just a little tug, just kind of pull like that. And that just helps to get out any little air bubbles. Okay? And then we're going to just cut off our extra again. Okay? So the next step, and I always call this like the magic step, you're going to take your file. Normally when you file your nails, you go like this. With the wraps, we want to keep that tip nice and smooth. So it's important that you go at like about a 45-degree angle, and so you're going this direction. And you're basically just cutting off the very tip. Okay, so just down a couple times is all you need to do. The metallics are a little bit thicker material than, say, a gloss, so you might have to file a little bit more than you would a gloss or like a matte that's a little bit thinner. Okay, and then just kind of clean up your edges. You see that? Oh, my camera's got to focus. And then I like to heat it again just for a second on my tip that I just did, and I'm going to just rub the tip a little bit. Okay, and we'll do this next side. And you can see it just kind of breaks away. Now if you have a nail that maybe you should have like clipped or something before, you can do that now. Just make sure that you go back with the file in the heat and clean it up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and seal the tip. Now I like to use a glass file or a buffer, so if you have like a buffer block, you can do this too. This comes in our deluxe kit, so I don't like to have it catch on anything like my hair or anything, so if you go like this on your shirt and it catches, just take this glass file or your buffer block and just kind of go along your tip like this, and it will smooth out any little bits of the wrap that you have that are kind of catching. So you just kind of keep doing that. Okay, and then just give it one more little shot of heat. Anytime you kind of adjust that tip, you want to make sure that you heat it one more time. From start to finish, if I do wraps on every finger, it takes me 20 minutes. And usually I will do this while I'm watching television, watching a movie with the kids. I can get up and make snacks, fold laundry, help with something, because there's no dry time. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do, because I want to show you the ColourCure as well, and I will finish the other wraps off camera and then I'll share the picture. We're going to do ColourCure on every other finger. So I'm going to do ColourCure on this finger and on my thumb. So the ColourCure, you only need this bottle. You don't need base or top coat. It's all in here. You want to prep your nail just like before, cleaning it with alcohol to dry it out. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this application. Let me adjust my camera a little bit more so you can see a little closer. So the trick with ColourCure is making sure that you keep it off your skin. If you've ever had gel done, you know that if you get it on your skin, it's kind of like gluey feeling. So it's important to do light coats and just kind of take your time and get it close to your edges, just not on the skin. And then it's also really important to cap your tips. And I'm going to show you how to do that. The reason we cap our tips is because you are trying to seal out any water that's going to get in there. So you can see how smooth that went, but you see how it kind of looks translucent? You want that first coat to be really thin. It's just kind of your base coat. And you'll see the second coat is going to be much more covering. So when you cap your tip, you literally are just taking and putting a little bit of color on the underneath side of your nail, catching that edge. And that's going to keep you from chipping. So you should do that with pretty much every type of product you use on your nail, whether it's polish or gel or the ColourCure. And that's going to help to keep your nails chip free for longer. Okay, so remember, it's okay if you can see through this first coat. That's actually what you want. Okay, so it goes on really smooth, and it is self-leveling, meaning it spreads across your nail without you having to do a lot of work. So if you get it close to the edge, you really don't have to work it all the way to the very edge because it will level itself out. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and cap that. Okay, and then you're going to put it in the light. You do have to have a light for this system. Oops, my bottom plate's coming off. It's magnetic, so there we go. So it's going to count down for you 99 seconds, and then I've been adding about 30 seconds to the final process. So that will make sure that I've got a really good cure. It's not like partially cured. So I don't know if you can kind of see there, and my nails are in there. But we're going to do that for 99 seconds. So let's talk removal while we are waiting for this to count down. So you can take a buffer block and just kind of hit the tops of your nails with it if you like. I have not had to do that, but you can if you want to speed up the process a little bit. You don't want to buff it or use like a file and actually damage your nail, but you can kind of buff off the shine a little bit if you like. Also, you're going to want to have either just nail polish remover, non-acetone, or the Jamberry wrap and lacquer remover, which to me it is magic in a bottle. I love this stuff, and it's moisturizing too, which is really nice. And then you're going to want to have either like those little nail clips where you can take a cotton ball and soak it and then put it on your nail and clip it, or like tinfoil works too. Or you can get a little bowl and soak for 3 minutes, and you're going to see it's really cool that it kind of just bubbles up and turns into sort of a gooey, almost like when you heat up paint on your wall. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And you literally just take your cotton ball and wipe it off. Okay, and I'm going to do 30 more seconds. And you can use an orange stick if you have a little spot that sticks, but you do not have to scrape the nail at all. It's amazing. It comes off so much easier. I've had gel quite a few times, and gel for me takes a really long time to get off, and most times my nails were pretty damaged underneath. So I am absolutely just in love with ColourCure. It's amazing. Okay, we're almost done with this first coat. I'm going to do 2 coats. We have a few coats that are colors that are pretty much 1 coat and you're good. Just depends on how dark you like it. So here, this is called Bubblegum. Bubblegum Bay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the second coat. And every coat you do, you want to make sure that you are capping your tips. That's really, really, really important. And the really nice thing about ColourCure is if you had to stop after your first coat and get a baby off to bed, or help with homework or go do something, you know, with the kids, you can stop and come back and do more later. So it's really, really mom friendly. Okay, so there's 2 coats. Do my thumb, and then we're going to cure it. And I will come back and show you the completed application so you can see how the whole thing looks. Okay, so now if you should get any on your skin, you want to take a little bit of nail polish remover, or like I even use a little bit of alcohol like on a Q-tip, and just kind of clean up your edges. We are going to have a little corrector pen. It's supposed to be coming out any day now, so I'm excited for that. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and cure one more time. Kind of adjust that. There we go. Okay, so let me kind of talk pricing for you while we're finishing this curing. So I already talked about the price of the mini heater. For the wrap portion is $19, or it's $16.15 if you do the Style VIP membership. That Style VIP membership is going to be $15 for the whole year. So that will pay for itself really quickly. If you like the wraps, they're going to be $15 a sheet, or you can do buy 3 get 1. If you buy the sheets just individually and they're not discounted, then you can get that Style VIP membership, which would take it down to $12.75 per sheet. And then let's talk about the ColourCure. The ColourCure, I'm looking at my notes because this program is brand new for us. ColourCure, the lamp is going to be $65 retail, so if you don't have the discount program, or it's going to be $55.25, so it's basically, let's see, that's like $10 off right there for the $15 membership. So that's a really good deal. And then the colors are $35, and with the discount are $29.75. So I always recommend for people to get the light in one color, which would be $100, and then if you get that VIP discount, that's going to be basically the cost of your membership, which is about $15 off you'll get. If you're thinking, okay, well, what color should I get? I'm going to do one more 30-second round. My favorite for sort of your first colors are the Sea Meets Shore. Let me see if I can unzip this and I'll show you what that one looks like. Sea Meets Shore is a really neutral color, and what I like about it is you can layer it on any color to make it sparkly as well. So it is just sort of a taupe color with some sparkle, and like I said, you can wear it by itself and it's gorgeous, or you can wear it on top of or under any color to make it sparkly. Okay, so this is Bubblegum Bay. Let me show you the bottle on that one just so you can see Bubblegum Bay here, and then you can see the wrap, and I'll finish the wrap application and come back and show you. So let's see, what are some of my other favorite colors? Oh, Tales of the Sea. Let me show you that one. Beautiful. You can also do French tips with this, and it is so easy to do French tips. Tales of the Sea is a aqua green, sparkly, guys, I love my sparkles. Beautiful. And then, if you like red, everybody's got to have some red nail polish, you guys. This is Firecracker. That is red, right? Beautiful. Now, if you want a red sparkle, you would do this with a layer of Sea Meets Shore. It's beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I hope that helps to answer some of your questions. I'll be back to show you the final image of this full mani done. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a great day. Bye.